Welcome to Tech Talks by AdTech. This is an interview series where we speak with industry veterans from the world over. And today we have with us Matt Hurley, who is the Senior Vice President for APAC at the Trade Desk, which I understand is a programmatic platform. Hi, Matt. Welcome to Tech Talks by AdTech.
Hi, Shani. It's fantastic to be here.
Great. So let me start off with the most basic question that I want to understand. What is the Trade Desk?
Well, the Trade Desk, we started in about 2009, and we started in a little beach town in California called Ventura, and we've rapidly grown across the world since then. We're primarily a software company, and we produce software for advertisers to be able to create campaigns, to be able to optimize them and to be able to run campaigns across all sorts of different platforms, from television to internet to outdoor, across the board.
So how do you kind of see yourself? Where do you fit into the AdTech Lumascape, if I may ask?
Well, we limit ourselves to a role just on the buy side. So we only take care of the interests of the buyers of advertising. So our clients are majorly sort of holding groups and advertisers. We don't really service things on the publisher side.
Okay, so you're saying you look at digital, you look at TV, you look at multiple other things. So who are your partners in India? Who do you work with here?
Well, we've been really lucky in our sort of starting to work with companies in India, and we're working with some of the top companies in India already. Companies like Z, companies like Hotstar, Ghana, and the Venerable Times of India. We've been really lucky to start with some of the really premium partners in the market.
That is good. Those are some of the biggest names that we have here. So yeah, sounds good. And so since you're working with these people, I know I'm sure you have a lot of insights into changing consumer behavior that we're seeing in the past 3 months. I know everyone's talking about it. Unprecedented is probably the most searched keyword on Google after COVID, of course. But what is your take on this changing market? What are these behaviors, and are they here for good? Will they change once this is over?
I think the one thing that's going to be with us for quite a while is that there's going to be a lot more scrutiny on every dollar spent. And I think that this plays very well to digital advertising, and very specifically to data-driven advertising. So I think that this is going to be an accelerant to things like streaming television and other things like that, where there's just a lot more transparency and buyers can really understand more exactly the impact of the dollars that they spend.
Correct. Sounds good. So you're working with multiple clients as well. So you have publishing partners, but you have multiple clients the world over. And how are some of these industries or verticals, for example, from travel to auto to, gaming maybe, how are they really reacting to this lockdown?
Well, some areas have been heavily impacted, and areas like tourism and hospitality, they've been very heavily impacted by this situation. There are some other areas like healthcare and government spending and things like that have had a lot less impact. And some areas are actually up spending over the sort of pre-COVID times. But it's a difficult time for I think for most people trying to find their way through what is a confusing landscape.
That's good. So how do you see the programmatic market then develop in India? I know there is still, there are some barriers to entry, but how do you see this moving going forward?
Well, growth is the thing that's just so exciting about the market in India. I mean, it's already a big market with, close to $8 billion, US dollars being spent. It's the programmatic space is the fastest growing in India, and one of the fastest growing in the world. And yes, with the adoption of all these things like streaming television and data being rolled out more and more in India, it's just a very exciting time to be involved, and it's just wonderful.
Awesome. And if you're a marketer today, and I know a lot of marketers struggle with a lot of tech, because as marketers we were probably trained more on the creative side of things, and the whole idea of an MBA in marketing is to learn how to do marketing from a creative standpoint. So the tech is definitely what do you say, a challenge that we're all rising up to. So what do you think, what steps can we as marketers take to get up to speed on programmatic? How can Trade Desk help us there?
Sure. Well, Shani, as you and I had been discussing before, I just have completed the second part of the Edge Academy, which is Trade Desk's training module available online. That's going to be available free to the end of this year for anybody who wants to get involved. And I've been doing it myself as a refresher and using some of this time during COVID to use my time productively. I've been really enjoying it myself. So I highly recommend, if you want to learn more, we've put some great materials out there, and you get certificates that you can put onto LinkedIn, so you earn an actual, a proper education in programmatic.
Awesome. I think that's a link that I will definitely share with all our audiences.
Well, please do.
I will. Thank you, Matt. I think this was a very insightful conversation, and we all get a lot to take back from here. So thank you for your time, Matt. It was great having you at Tech Talks.
Thank you, Shani. Have a lovely day.